If your hands have ever gone numb for no clear reason, if your legs feel weaker than they used to, or you've caught yourself holding onto walls just to stay steady, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not imagining it. Many seniors live with these symptoms quietly, believing they're just part of getting older. You might have even been told to accept it, that it's normal. But let me say this gently. Just because something is common doesn't mean it's okay. You deserve more than that. You deserve to feel strong in your body, to hold a cup of tea without fear it'll slip, to stand from a chair without wobbling, to walk outside, steady and sure, without the sting of pins and needles in your feet. And believe it or not, something as simple as what's in your fruit bowl could be making the difference. Because right now, there are fruits that can help improve your blood flow, calm irritated nerves, and even bring strength back into tired legs. Fruits that most doctors aren't telling seniors about, but that science is finally beginning to back. And today, I want to walk you through each one. Not in complicated terms. Not with long lectures. Just a warm conversation about the simple things that can help you feel better, starting right where you are. So if you've ever wondered, will this get worse? Or hoped for just one small change that might actually make a difference, stay with me. Because this isn't just about fruit. It's about feeling like you again. Have you or someone close to you felt that numbness in the hands, or the fear of legs giving out without warning? Share your story in the comments, because when you speak up, you help others feel seen and understood. If you're looking for natural ways to feel stronger, more energized, and stay independent as you age, we're here for you. Tap the subscribe button, and let's take this healing journey together. So if you've ever wondered, will this get worse? Or hoped for just one small change that might actually make a difference, stay with me. Because this isn't just about fruit. It's about feeling like you again. Let's start with something you may be quietly struggling with every day, even if no one around you truly sees it. That feeling of heaviness in your legs. The pins and needles that show up in your hands at night. Or maybe it's the way your balance feels off, like your legs just don't respond the way they used to. It's frustrating. And sometimes, it's even scary. But here's something no one may have told you yet. A lot of this has to do with circulation, the simple, powerful flow of blood moving through your body, feeding every muscle and nerve. As we age, our blood vessels tend to stiffen. That makes it harder for oxygen to reach your hands and feet. It can cause numbness, tingling, even weakness. And over time, your limbs, especially your legs, start to feel like they're running out of fuel. Now, here's the hopeful part. Certain fruits contain natural compounds that can gently open up those blood vessels again, improving circulation and bringing more oxygen to where your body needs it most. Let me introduce you to a story about Mary. Mary is 67. She told me that every time she climbed the stairs, her legs would burn and wobble like they were full of sandbags. She stopped going out for walks. She even began holding onto furniture to move around the house. But one morning, after watching a video just like this, she made one small change. She started drinking a glass of fresh orange juice with her breakfast. She also began adding a few slices of cooked beetroot to her salad every few days. Within weeks, she said the difference was real. Her hands didn't tingle as much at night. And her legs? They felt lighter, more steady. She was even walking to her mailbox again without stopping. That's not magic. That's nutrition doing what it's meant to do. Citrus fruits, like oranges, grapefruits, and lemons, are packed with vitamin C, which helps keep your arteries flexible. And beets. They're rich in something called natural nitrates. Once inside your body, they help open your blood vessels wider. So more blood, more oxygen, and more nutrients can reach your tired legs and fingers. You don't need to overhaul your diet. You don't need expensive pills or fancy supplements. Sometimes, healing starts with adding a few simple things in, not cutting everything out. So here's your gentle tip for today. Tomorrow morning, try swapping your regular drink for half a glass of freshly squeezed orange or grapefruit juice. And this week, if you can, slice some cooked beets and add them to your lunch or dinner. Just a few bites. That's all it takes to begin. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. You wake up. You stretch your arms. No pins and needles. You stand. Your legs feel solid beneath you. You walk with confidence, not fear. It's not too late. And you're not too far gone. Your body is waiting for you to give it what it needs. And these simple fruits, they might just be the start of a new chapter. Let's keep going, because circulation is only one piece of the puzzle. There's something else happening inside your body, quietly, slowly, that's just as important. It's called oxidative stress. Now, I know that sounds like a big, technical phrase, but think of it this way. Every day, your body is exposed to tiny bits of damage, from the food you eat, the air you breathe, even the natural wear and tear of aging. Over time, this rust, as some doctors call it, starts to build up in your nerves, your muscles, and even your brain. And when that happens, those quiet little signals that help you feel your toes, or control your grip, begin to misfire. That's when you start to notice things. A dropped spoon. A weak handshake. The strange, crawling sensation in your legs at night that keeps you from sleeping. But here's the good news, and it really is good. Your body has its own repair team. And that team works best when you feed it the right tools. One of the best tools. Blueberries. Yes, blueberries, those tiny, sweet fruits that look so simple, but are packed with some of the most powerful healing compounds nature ever made. They're full of something called anthocyanins, which are like protective shields for your nerves. These antioxidants help fight the stress and inflammation that wear down your body from the inside out. And more importantly, they support healthy nerve communication, so your muscles respond faster, your grip stays firm, and your balance improves. Think of your nerves like quiet messengers, constantly carrying little signals from your brain to your body. When those messengers are strong and clear, your hands feel steady, your legs feel sure, and you move with more confidence. Now here's a simple way to try this at home. Tomorrow morning, take a small handful of frozen blueberries, just a quarter cup, and stir them into your oatmeal or yogurt. No cooking, no prepping, just straight from the freezer. And if you enjoy smoothies, even better. Toss them in with a banana and some plain yogurt, and you've got a senior-friendly powerhouse for breakfast. It's a small habit, but it adds up. Because with every bite, you're not just eating, you're feeding your strength. And you don't have to imagine the results. You can feel them. Fewer tingles. Fewer stumbles. More calm in your hands. More confidence in your steps. So when you look at that little bowl of blueberries, remember, you're not just choosing fruit, you're choosing healing. And every day you do that is a day you take back control. Now, let's talk about something most seniors have felt at some point. That sudden, sharp cramp in the calf when you stretch in bed. The heaviness in your legs when you stand too long. Or that weak, shaky feeling that makes you question whether you can take the next step safely. It's frustrating, and even a little frightening. You want to trust your own legs. To walk through your home without gripping the countertop. To stand up from your chair without pausing to catch your balance. But when your muscles feel like they're asleep, it can chip away at your confidence. What many people don't realize is that these symptoms often come from something simple. A lack of two key minerals, potassium and magnesium. And as we get older, our bodies become less efficient at holding on to them. But here's the hopeful part. These minerals aren't hard to find. In fact, some of the richest sources are fruits you may already love, like bananas and papayas. Let's start with bananas. They're soft, easy to digest, and packed with potassium, a mineral that helps your muscles contract properly. Without enough potassium, your nerves can't send clear signals to your muscles, which can lead to twitching, cramps, or that jelly leg feeling. And then there's magnesium, found in both bananas and papayas, which helps your muscles relax. It's like the calm that comes after the flex. When your body doesn't have enough magnesium, you may feel tight, achy, or restless, especially at night. But when you get these minerals in balance, your muscles work the way they're supposed to. Smooth, responsive, strong. Let me paint a picture. Imagine starting your day with half a banana sliced into your cereal, or enjoying a few slices of ripe papaya with lunch, juicy, bright orange, and naturally sweet. No pills, no fuss, just nature doing what it does best. And day by day, you begin to notice small things. The cramps at night don't show up as often. Your legs feel a bit more solid under you. You stand straighter, walk easier, maybe even feel like dancing a little when no one's looking. And as one senior once joked to me, no need to swing from trees, just one banana a day keeps the cramps away. Simple steps, real relief. And it all starts with what you choose to eat. If this has been helpful so far, consider subscribing. Here at Senior Healing, we're here every week with simple ways to help you or your loved one feel stronger, safer, and more in control. Now let's talk about a kind of pain that doesn't always show up on the outside. The kind that creeps in during quiet moments, like when you're trying to fall asleep. That burning, buzzing, crawling sensation in your hands or feet. Maybe it keeps you up at night. Maybe it makes putting on socks or shoes feel like a chore. For so many adults over 60, this is an everyday reality. It's called nerve pain or neuropathy, and it's much more common than people realize. But here's the truth. Just because it's common, doesn't mean you have to accept it. I want to share something gentle, natural, and often forgotten, even though it's right there in the produce section. Cherries. More specifically, tart cherries. These little red fruits are more than just a sweet treat in summer. They contain powerful compounds like polyphenol, which help calm inflammation around the nerves, one of the leading causes of that tingling or burning feeling in your hands and feet. And there's something else. Tart cherries are also a natural source of melatonin, a hormone your body uses to fall asleep and stay asleep. So what you're really getting in each cherry isn't just relief from discomfort. You're also getting a better chance at the deep, restful sleep your body needs to heal. Now, let me tell you about George. He's 72, and every night, just as he got into bed, he'd feel that strange buzzing in his feet, like a low hum that wouldn't stop. He tried creams, changed his socks, even elevated his legs. Nothing worked. Then, his daughter suggested something she'd read about online. Tart cherry juice. A small glass, in the evening, about an hour before bed. He figured, why not? Within 2 weeks, the difference was real. Not gone completely, but better. He said the tingling was quieter. He slept longer. And most importantly, he woke up feeling rested. That's the kind of change I want for you. So here's a tip you can try. Look for 100% tart cherry juice, not the kind loaded with sugar, just plain, unsweetened juice. Have a small glass, about half a cup, in the evening, maybe after dinner. Or, if you prefer, Enjoy a small handful of frozen or dried tart cherries as a light dessert. It's a small act, but a powerful one. And if you close your eyes right now, picture going to bed tonight without that tingling buzz in your feet. No tossing, no shifting, just peace. That's not a dream, that's your body responding to care. Let's take a moment to talk about something that's easy to overlook. Your legs. They carry you through every part of your day, from the kitchen to the mailbox, from your bedroom to the front door. And yet, over time, they can quietly lose strength. Not just in the muscles, but in the bones themselves. You might notice it when it becomes harder to rise from a chair, or when you avoid steps because they just feel too much. And maybe there's an underlying worry, the fear of a fall, the fear of losing your independence. This is more common than you think, and it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. As we age, it's natural for our bones to lose density and for our muscles to lose power, especially if we're not getting the right nutrients to support both. That's where this next fruit comes in, one that's often forgotten, but absolutely worth remembering. Figs. Sweet, chewy, and full of goodness, especially when they're dried. Figs are one of the few fruits that naturally combine two essential minerals, calcium and potassium. Together, these help maintain the strength of your bones and keep your muscles functioning smoothly. Now, here's a simple way to think of it. Calcium is like the scaffolding that keeps your bones firm and stable. Potassium is the signal that helps your muscles contract without cramping or weakness. And when both are in balance, your legs feel more reliable. You move with confidence, not with fear. There was a study done a few years ago with older women who included figs in their diet regularly. The results? Better lower limb strength, less muscle loss, and more balance, even as they aged into their 70s and 80s. Let me share a little image with you. Picture yourself walking through your garden or around your living room. Each step feels grounded. Your knees feel supported. Your hips feel steady. And what helped make that possible? Not a prescription. Just a small handful of dried figs in your morning cereal. It really is that simple. And here's something you can try today. Buy a small pack of dried figs from your local store. Slice 1 or 2 into your oatmeal, or just enjoy them as a midday snack. They're naturally sweet, full of fiber, and packed with bone-building minerals. Because the truth is, your legs carry your independence. Every bite of the right foods helps keep them strong, stable, and ready to support you, wherever life takes you next. By now, you've heard about several powerful fruits. Blueberries for your nerves, bananas for your muscles, citrus for your circulation, cherries for calm, and figs for strength. And you might be wondering, how do I fit all of this into my day, without feeling overwhelmed? That's such a good question. Because the truth is, most people, especially as we get older, tend to eat the same things every single day. Toast for breakfast. The same sandwich at lunch. And while there's nothing wrong with comfort, sometimes that routine means we're missing out on key nutrients our bodies quietly crave. The good news: you don't have to do everything at once. You just need a gentle rhythm. Think of it like giving your body a fruit rotation, a way to nourish different parts of yourself, one day at a time. And here's a simple plan that anyone can follow, even with a busy schedule or a small budget. Monday, start your day with a spoonful of blueberries stirred into warm oatmeal. They'll feed your nerves and set the tone for a strong start to the week. Tuesday, enjoy a glass of fresh citrus juice with your breakfast, orange, grapefruit, or lemon water. Your blood vessels will thank you. Wednesday, blend a small banana into a smoothie or slice it onto whole grain toast. It supports your muscles and keeps you steady on your feet. Thursday, snack on a few tart cherries, or sip a small glass of tart cherry juice in the evening. You may just sleep deeper and feel less nerve discomfort. Friday, stir chopped figs into yogurt or enjoy them on their own as a naturally sweet treat. Every bite supports your bones and balance. Simple, right? You don't need a complicated plan. You don't need to memorize a dozen supplements. You just need a little variety, one fruit at a time, like nature designed. Because every fruit you eat brings something different to the table. One boosts your circulation. Another calms inflammation. Another strengthens your muscles, your bones, or your digestion. When you rotate your fruits, you're not just adding flavor. You're building a full-body defense system, quietly working for you behind the scenes. And if I may say it with a smile, your fruit bowl can become your personal pharmacy, and it tastes a lot better, too. So now that you know which fruits help, let's bring it all together. We started today with something so many people quietly worry about. That strange tingling in your hands. The heaviness in your legs when you stand too long. That quiet voice in your mind wondering, is this the beginning of something worse? But here's the beautiful truth. It doesn't have to be. You don't need fancy pills or complicated routines. You don't have to feel helpless or wait for things to get worse. Because healing, real, gentle, meaningful healing, can begin with something as simple as a piece of fruit on your plate. It's easy to underestimate. But the foods you choose each day send messages to your body. Messages of strength, of calm, of balance. Blueberries to protect and nourish your nerves. Citrus to boost circulation and energy. Bananas and papayas to support your muscles and prevent cramps. Cherries to quiet nerve pain and help you sleep. Figs to strengthen your bones and help you stand steady on your feet. These aren't just snacks. They're tools of independence. They're choices that say, I still care for myself. I still believe in healing. Because the truth is, no matter your age, your body still wants to heal. It hasn't given up on you, not for a moment. And here at Senior Healing, we won't either. You're not alone in this. If this video helped you feel seen, or gave you something hopeful to try, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It tells us you want more content like this. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We're here every single week with new ways to help you or someone you love feel stronger, safer, and more in control. Maybe even take a moment to share this video with a friend or parent who's quietly struggling. You never know, your simple act might be the thing that lifts someone else today. And one more thing. In our next episode, we'll be talking about a daily habit that can help protect your brain from memory loss. A small change that can make a big difference over time. So if brain fog or forgetfulness is something you're concerned about, you'll definitely want to join us for that one. For now, just remember this. Your body is listening, even now. With one small choice at a time, strength, calm, and peace are possible. Until next time, take care of yourself. You matter, more than you know.